Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another video. Well, summer niche. Now this is a slightly difficult subject for me because albeit I have a huge niche collection, 70% of my collection is niche. I have very few fragrances that are fit for summer. But when I started looking, when I started thinking about it, I found more than 10. But these are the 10 that I think are very suitable for our kind of summer. So maximum temperature that we have here is 30-35. Minimum temperature during summer, evening time can go down 10 degrees or so. Mean temperature is about 20 to 25. Yeah. So that's the kind of temperature. This sort of temperatures are quite mild from some conditions. And some parts of the world are probably seeing a decline in temperatures at the moment. So this will suit a lot of people. So let's start. See, for summer, I think white florals like neroli, jasmine, they're amazing. And I'm going to start this list with a white floral, less talked about. But if you're looking for a reference fragrance for neroli, there is no better fragrance. One of the top fragrances, neroli-based fragrances. It is Serge Lutens Fleur d'Oranger. I'm going to put the name in the description. You can check it out. But this is all about a soapy neroli and a very beautiful sort of alluring tuberose with ylang-ylang, I believe. So it's all about flowers, but it lasts a very long time. And because there's tuberose, it's got this very alluring quality. Yeah, very attractive. And that's why I think you can wear this any time of the day. It's marketed towards women, but it's not feminine. Trust me, I don't wear feminine fragrances at all, but I wear a lot of women's fragrances. Fleur d'Oranger is one of the best white florals in my collection. I like to wear it when I'm wearing a white shirt on a sunny day, especially to work. It's very attractive, but be careful. This has a lot of projection, serious longevity, very good projection, solid performer. So on a hot day, when it's beautiful, bright and sunny, and you're planning to wear a beautiful white shirt, very crisp, this could do wonders. Yeah. Sticking with the daytime theme on a hot day, you want something which is extremely uplifting. People come close to you, and it's time tested for me. I have finished more than 100 ml of this fragrance. It is by Acqua di Parma, and it's called Colonia Intensa. One of the most amazing, very attractive and very professional smells. The moment I smell it, it makes me happy. It's one of those fragrances, if I was not a connoisseur, this would be my signature scent. It's very attractive, sort of citrus, and it uses a beautiful note of amyris. Now recently I got to know amyris firsthand. I was in a forest and there was this big shrub of amyris. And the whole area of the forest, about 10 by 10 meters square, was absolutely filled by the aroma of this beautiful amyris flower, which has a citrusy facet, slightly woody facet, slightly herbal, very uplifting. There are other notes which are, I think, leather and cardamom. It's a beautiful, professional, daytime, high heat, white shirt fragrance. I tell you what, this is so professional and I've tested it many times. It's a beautiful fragrance. So number 2 on the list, no particular order. Number 2 on the list, Acqua di Parma, Colonia Intensa. Time tested. The other one is a neroli based fragrance, but it's very different because it combines neroli with a lipstick note. It is Maison, Francis, Kurkdjian, APOM. Again, very stylish, very seductive, just like Fleur d'Oranger, because this has this amazing lipsticky note. And there is no iris in this fragrance. So it's basically about amber, cedar and neroli. So it has this beautiful neroli, bright and beautiful, but has this lipsticky smell and the woody smell. It's a very fine niche fragrance. When you put this on, you will realize why niche perfumery should be part of your collection if it isn't. Because these sort of fragrances, I can't see the designers doing it. It's very creative, it's not very complex, but it's very creative, very well made, and smells expensive. That's why you wear niche, right? It lasts a long time, it projects a long time. It's a fine fragrance. APOM by Maison, Francis Kurkdjian. Again, I would wear this daytime, but I'll watch the sprays. So sticking with daytime, let's go with another one of those fragrances which is a dumb reach. Mancere's Cedrat Bois. Now this is woody, dry, fruity smell which starts off like Aventus. Some people think this is better than Aventus. I think it starts deviating from the Aventus line. It's got a very fine sandalwood, beautiful blackcurrant note. It's lovely. It's just a beautiful, fantastic fragrance. I've given it 10 out of 10. I've done a full review of this. Check it out. And Cedrat Bois, you don't have to think. You can wear this to work. You can wear this to a restaurant. You wear this to your holiday. This can be your holiday scent. It's just a beautiful compliment magnet. Don't have to think. So this I would wear when I am struggling to decide which one to wear. This is just absolute must-have. So that was the fourth. Fifth one, okay, this is a special scent. This one is Acqua di Parma, Colonia, Quercia. Slightly expensive, but very beautifully made. Woody. Oak moss is a thing here, but it's a very modern interpretation of oak moss. Quercia means oak moss. Now I've done a full review of this one. It's basically very aromatic, dry and woody. So professional, high class parties, daytime parties, where you really want to steal the show, because this is ginormous in terms of projection. You'll fill the room if you go 4 sprays. So when you know that you want to steal the show, that is when you get this one. Quercia by Acqua di Parma. Fantastic fragrance. Floral, woody, dry, very, very aromatic. Lovely fragrance. So done 5. Let's move to number 6 in the list. Okay, this one doesn't have the projection, but it smells divine. This one is Histoires Di Parfum 1725. Now 1725 is all about lavender. So this is a barbershop fragrance, but it's been done so beautifully, man. This has got a note of almond and vanilla. Vanilla is slightly leathery in texture. So bitter almond combined with vanilla and lavender. It's so aromatic and dry. It's just absolutely beautiful. Perfect for a daytime occasion when you're wearing a suit, if you're going to a wedding, if you are getting married. Give this a try. This is an absolutely princely fragrance. There's no parallel. It's a barbershop, very modern, very beautifully made, and just smells amazing. Only problem is, doesn't last a long time. You get probably 6 hours with this one, 4 to 6 hours. Doesn't bother me. I have a huge soft spot for this fragrance. I've reviewed it as well, so you can check that out. Most of these fragrances have been reviewed. I've reviewed them. And next on the list, how many have I done? 6. So number 7 on the list, let's go with an Amouage. This one is one of my absolute favorites. It's a very refined fragrance. It's Amouage Dia Man. Now this one is one of those Amouages which doesn't scream out. It's basically a very reserved, very elegant and very understated fragrance. But don't take this as a weak performer. It isn't. It performs very well, but it doesn't project a lot. People will have to be close to you. And for a good reason. These sort of fragrances, you can't make them scream because they're extremely elegant. So what is this? This is basically vetiver combined with peony. And peony has this very narcotic, seductive smell, but very subtle. It's a perennial flower. The area of the garden that you put peony in, even that area doesn't smell. But the moment you pick it up and you smell it, you will know peony has this amazing, divine smell. That smell is here. That's why I adore this fragrance. I have to do a full review, but if you're a lover of vetiver, this is one of the most unique vetiver fragrances I have in my collection. So Dia Man, number 7. So again, if you're wearing a suit to work, you can't be without Dia Man. So let's talk about evening scents. These are mostly daytime fragrances, very elegant but daytime fragrances. So I've got 3 evening fragrances for you. Now, the next one is again an Acqua di Parma. There are 3 in the list. Now, Acqua di Parma, Mandorlo di Sicilia. Mandorlo di Sicilia. Now, see, the thing is, mandarins, Mandorlo means almonds. Almonds give a fragrance this amazingly sophisticated edge. I've just shown you one, 1725. This one has this leathery texture. So citrusy, leathery. Just like Colonia Intensa. But almond here brings in a bitter note and citruses are undertoned. I've reviewed this one. So citruses are toned down and it's got this bitter leathery note and it lasts a long time, which is not common with the Blue Mediterrano line of fragrances. They don't last very long. This one does. And you know, 5 or 6 years ago, the Fragcom used to be awash with people recommending this. It's gone down now. But I'm trying to bring this back in fashion. This is a very classy, slightly gourmandy, citrus aromatic, which is superb. For evening time, you can't beat this. So Mandorlo di Sicilia, that was number 8. Number 9 on the list, again, evening fragrance. I couldn't describe this fragrance to you in a few words, but I have reviewed this fragrance. It's the only Tom Ford I own. Vert de Encens. So this is basically a green fragrance, right? But it's a shapeshifter. The next 2 fragrances are shapeshifters. This one is unequal when it comes to its quality. It's one of the finest Tom Fords I've ever smelled. But unfortunately, not a lot of talk about this one. Vert de Encens is about piney greenness, a little bit of sweet gourmandiness, woods, and fantastic resinous incense. Very hard to explain. And it's got one of the most seductive implementations of heliotrope. Very few fragrances use heliotrope. This one, my God, very creative. 4 people made this fragrance, so this is a creative genius basically. I've reviewed it, you can check it out. But if you're looking for a evening, summertime niche fragrance with tremendous X factor and amazing quality and composition brilliance, really, Vert de Encens by Tom Ford, you can't be without it. Now, last one in the list, as I said, no particular order, but last 2 fragrances I showed you are just creative geniuses. Actually 3. Actually all of them. This one is an Amouage. It's Memoir by Amouage. Now I have to review this one. Oh my God. This is a fragrance, when you wear this, you know why you wear Amouage. Reason is, it's a shapeshifter. It's basically a green woody, just like Vert de Encens. But it's green woody fragrance with a prominent minty note. Initially you'll smell this. Then the woods come in. Then slight olibanum comes in. It's just a very fine fragrance. Opulent, rich, opulent, huge performance. People will smell you. You know, exactly the kind of things you want when you wear a very special fragrance evening time. And you want to go to a restaurant, take your girlfriend or your wife to a restaurant. People will smell it, and it's so uncommon that you are bound to get a positive compliment. Absolutely fantastic. You can wear this anywhere. You can wear this during daytime because of the mint note. It is just an unparalleled fragrance. One of the finest Amouages I have in my collection. I will do a full review very soon. But this, my God, you can bet your bottom dollar. If you own this, you already are in love. If you don't, then you should. So, 10 done. Hopefully you find this list helpful, especially for people who prefer niche fragrances. I think this is going to help you. Take care, fellas. Bye-bye.